बारिश का पानी बचाओ, प्लास्टिक को रोज भगाओ, पेड़ ना काटो और पेड़ लगाओ। चलो इन सबको जीवन का हिस्सा बनाए, चलो इन सबको जीवन का हिस्सा बनाए। हम भी एक बदलाव बन जाए, हम भी एक बदलाव बन जाओ, हम भी एक बदलाव बन जाए, तुम भी एक बदलाव बन जाओ, तुम भी एक बदलाव बन जाओ, तुम भी एक बदलाव बन जाओ।
मैं भी कंफ्यूज हो रहा था, मैं इनसे पूछ रहा था, इनको कॉल किया था।
Good morning, ma'am.
I request everyone to please mute
मेरी
yourself.
आईडी कुछ और है, मेरी आईडी कुछ और है।
Anmol, before we play anything else, could you invite everyone to change their names as you wish them to?
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir.
So requesting everyone to please name yourselves as your group first, which is CC for climate change, CP for child participation, EVAC capital letters
Sir.
for ending violence
Sir.
against children, and
Excuse me, sir.
just give me 1 minute, Snehal.
Internet. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good
Ma'am,
morning.
my name is Snehal.
Yes. So you got, there's a new way.
Steve, you're on mute.
Okay. Anmol, will you make the announcement, please, about naming themselves?
So I request everyone to go on mute yourself, and I request all the participants. I hope I'm hoping that their friends are here, so you can enjoy our event. But I request all other participants of jagART2 to rename themselves. So you will go first, like you have to mention the group's name. Every group has like initial. For climate change, it's CC. For COVID-19.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Let me make
Good morning, ma'am.
Let me make the announcement and then we'll greet. So for COVID-19, it's C19. For ending violence against children, it's EVAC in capitals. And for child participation, it's CP. So you will rename yourself like this in this sequence. First, you will mention the initial of your group, your name, your school's name, and your state. So I'm repeating it one more time. Your group's name, initials, your name, your school's name, and your state or your city. So I'm again posting an example on the chat box. Just refer to that.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
And I wish all of you a very good afternoon. Also, I request you to stay on mute when our event will start. So everyone will keep their mics on mute, right? Nobody will speak in between.
And you have to learn lines on
sorry, Aroma.
Ma'am, we have to learn lines on trees.
No, you'll have to keep your mic on mute. That's it. Okay.
Ma'am,
हाँ जी.
we have to learn flying on trees.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा आप क्या बोल रहे हो. आपकी आवाज ना थोड़ा सा दूर होके बोलो माइक से.
Ma'am, we have to learn lines on trees.
No, 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 no. You just have to attend the event. And today, what we are doing, we are releasing our songs. So we have made four rap songs on different themes. So you will have a look at it and then make sure you learn something out of that.
Just giving the team a warning that we just have about 30 seconds to go before 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. Let's start rolling, please.
थोड़ा बहुत आदमी है, थोड़ा बहुत भी दूसरा आदमी बना दे या
Please see my tree. अब चलने क्या?
Good afternoon, everyone. I request the anchors to start the session. Harshita, stay on mute. I had a look at your tree. अब लास्ट में आपका एक और बार ट्री देखेंगे, ठीक है? जब तक आप म्यूट पे रहना.
Okay, ma'am.
थैंक यू.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Himanshu, will you please begin?
So, while we wait to start our program, we request all the panelists and attendees to keep your videos on and mic on mute till your chance come. Also reminding all the participants to change your name according to your groups. That is EVAC, COVID-19, child participation, and climate change. For example, CC Anmol, CSM. I will add this sample to the chat box. Do have a look and change your name accordingly.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Farzana and I will be your host for this program. I have been a part of Pratyek 9 is Mine since 2016. I am currently the Minister of Goal number 10, Reduce Inequality in our Yes Children's Parliament. I have taken active participation in 9 climate strikes in and around Delhi, where children like me gather and raise our voices for the protection of our Mother Earth. I have also taken advocacy workshop in Hakkishore, where I spread my knowledge of the UN Sustainable Development Goals to others. I have in the past hosted a climate strike in Jantar Mantar at national level.
And I'm Himanshu. I'm your co-host for today. I have been a part of Pratik for 9 years. I have been actively participating in all programs like Climate Strike, Climate Green, and around Delhi, and have also been advocating children on child rights at a national level in collaboration with many other organizations such as World Vision, Save the Children India. I have visited many embassies to talk about universal product review, consultation to adults. I am also part of our Children's Parliament, where I am the Minister of Innovation, Infrastructure and Technology.
Before we move on with our event, those of you that require sign interpretation, I would like to remind you to pin the video of Tinsurulnam. In fact, if you all opt for the gallery view, not speaker view, you will see the anchors and keys speakers throughout the session. We also have translation available in Hindi. For the ones using the laptop, please find the option interpretation below. The ones joining from the phone, please click on the three dots displayed below, where you will find the option of interpretation. Keeping children and their initiatives in mind, let us enjoy the premiere of the new song, Jago or Jagao, composed by Sushant Thakur. We will add the YouTube link in the chat box. Please like, share, and comment.
Jago or Jagao is a Hindi song advocacy song written as a call to citizens to wake up and take notice for the reality of climate change and to make lifestyle changes. The song is composed by Sushant Thakur and also features a Delhi-based rapper by Raja Billy, who delivers a straight-in-the-face rap in Hindi. The song was triggered by various events that have occurred and still happening in the world. In the past, we are including Nanda Devi glacier burst accident, Amazon forest with wildfires, increasing frequency, a natural disaster, and calamities, rising sea levels, air quality in North India, and stands of world leaders. It ends with a call to unite, take action, soak in the fire, climate change, and reverse the impact of climate change before it's too late.
Sushant Thakur is a Delhi-based musician and music educator. He is the founder of the band Big Bang Blues, Sky Eyes, Lost Radio, and Wazaga. He believes music plays a big role in changing people's mindsets and brings them together. Thank you, Sushant sir, for joining us today. We would love to know about your thoughts and journey of this song, Jago or Jagao.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
Lovely to see you all, and thank you so much for having me here. Thank you to Steve. Thank you to Neil, Pratyek, and Nine is mine. And सबसे पहले तो मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा सारे बच्चों का जिन्होंने गाने की कोशिश की है. Is the audio clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
I got muted by accident, I think. I wanted to thank everybody who sent their videos, tried to sing the song, and sent in their videos after a lot of efforts. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Steve. And the brilliant paintings and drawings that they made speak so much about everybody's willingness to do something about climate change. एक तो होता है देखिए कि आपके जो बड़े हैं जो आप जिनसे सीखते हैं, आपके टीचर हो गए, जो गुरु हो गए, घर में लोग हो गए, आपको बोलते हैं कि हाँ हमें क्लाइमेट के प्रति जागरूक रहना है. We have to be aware of what is going to happen in the future and we have to make changes accordingly. But a bigger thing is really knowing what is coming up. All the small or large calamities which are happening, including Nanda Devi glacier burst which happened, the rising level of temperature in the ocean, the frequent flooding, जो बाढ़ आ जाती है या ओशन के किनारे की जमीन जो नीचे गिर रही है क्योंकि पानी का स्तर ऊपर जा रहा है, पानी का लेवल ऊपर जा रहा है, ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं, हर साल बढ़ती रहती हैं, लेकिन ये नेचुरल है, ये नेचुरल फिनोमिना है जो सालों से प्रकृति होते आई है, मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स से होती आई है. बट अभी ये प्रक्रिया जो है तेज हो गई है. This process has become faster over the years, especially because of climate change, and industrialization. The amount of smoke that is going into the atmosphere, creating natural processes which are not letting, uh, you know, they are accelerating the process of natural destruction. So all I want to say is, आप लोगों ने जितने भी जो भी drawings बनाई हैं, they inspired me, and I've tried to include everything जो भी आपने भेजा है, जो आपने videos भेजे हैं, जो आपने गाने की कोशिश की, जो आपने पेंटिंग्स बनाई हैं, और इवन जो लोग प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, मैं भी उस प्रोटेस्ट में था, which was I think in 2019 in Connaught Place. So it was lovely feeling everybody's energy while walking on the streets of CP. And this is what we need to do. ये तो हम वहाँ पे कर रहे हैं, ये हमें एक एकता की भावना से जोड़ती है. But we have to percolate this everywhere. We have to take this sentiment, this feeling everywhere in our societies, in our houses, and make a difference on a daily basis, starting from segregation of waste, जो छोटी छोटी चीजें, saving water, electricity, to the bigger things where residents come together in a locality. RWAs जो हैं, आप अपने लोगों से बात करें, पेड़ और लगाएं, पार्क्स में पेड़ और लगाएं, pollution को घटाने की कोशिश करें. Small things that we study of how to save water, electricity, how to make our lives more greener, वो चीजें शुरू करें, तभी जाकर के चेंज आएगा. गवर्नमेंट अपने स्तर पे करती है, और जब तक वो आप लोग अपने डेली बेसिस पे नहीं करेंगे, तब तक वो चेंज नहीं आएगा. प्लास्टिक का यूजेज जो है आपको बहुत घटाना है. आप जब भी जाते हैं मार्केट, प्लीज कैरी अ बैग, कैरी एग्जिस्टिंग बैग्स, डोंट ऐड टू पॉलिथीन. जो अब आपको सब्जी वाला देने लगता है तो मना कर दीजिए, और अपना झोला या जो भी आप लाए हैं बैग, वो लेके जाइए. Try and take milk which is not packaged in polythenes. Try and take token wale doodh. Try and reduce the amount of polythene that is being added, because we have to acknowledge that we as human beings are adding much more to climate change, and we have very less time as per United Nations to reverse the effects of climate change. So I hope all of you are together, all of you are listening to me. Show me a thumbs up if you've understood what I'm saying. Yes. How many of
Yes,
you
sir.
try and do things on a daily basis? Steve, आप बताइए सबसे पहले. What do you do? Share some things which I can also inculcate in my daily life.
Well, for me, the cure is simple, and the only thing is simplify. We can talk about all sorts of jazzy scientific ways of reducing our lifestyles and making more environmentally friendly. But to me, the solution is simplify your diet, simplify your travel, simplify the way you live. If you can avoid the AC, avoid it. The only way the earth can survive right now is simplification and go back to a frugal lifestyle. Over.
So you mean to say that we should try walking much more, save fuel, save electricity, because AC consumes a lot of electricity, right? Now, what about Sunil? Sunil, what do you think? You want to add something to what Steve said?
Yes, I would want to add that we can start from individual level. And there's one thing which we talk a lot about is on waste management. But waste segregation should be started at home, maybe keeping two dustbins separately for green and plastic, the dry and wet waste, and then promoting it to our community level. So I think this bit should be promoted.
So what happens, Sunil, if your garbage guy comes and he's like putting everything into one basket only, even if you segregate, अगर हम दो डब्बों में डाल भी दें, लेकिन वो garbage वाला आता है और सब कुछ एक ही में डब्बे में डाल देता है, then it doesn't make a difference. Then what should we do? Should we try and approach our RWA to make a change?
Yes, Sushant, I believe, and we should start some campaign with our RWAs and our community, local people, and involve local leaders as well. So and
Wonderful.
influencers.
Wonderful. Okay, Sunil, I am
Yes.
very inquisitive to know. We have like 3 minutes left before the song begins. बीच में वो countdown part भी आएगा. So I really want to know 3-4 names who had tried to sing the song and tried to send me videos. Are they over here? I want to know their views also. Their names, their views.
Yes, yes. We have a few people here. I'll just Shashank.
Yes.
Can we start the link as well in the meantime?
Yes, you can start the link. The link will go with a countdown, and we can continue talking because I think it will be a countdown for about some 1 or 2 minutes before the song actually starts. 1:15 का time है.
Mm-hmm.
The song will actually start in after the countdown begins.
Okay, okay. So there are students like Trisha Sareen, Dailina, Inzila Khan, Rajshika, Sanvi. If any one of you want to share anything.
Yes, please. आप लोग इतना अच्छा गाते हैं. ये मेरे लिए इंस्पायरिंग था कि आप लोगों ने मेरा गाना गाया और आप प्रकृति की तरफ इतने कनेक्टेड हैं. थैंक यू सो मच. प्लीज कम फॉरवर्ड एंड switch on your camera.
Manisha, Himanshu, you also participated. Priya, if you want to share anything.
मैं सबके आवाज तो इनकैप्सुलेट नहीं कर पाया क्योंकि टाइमिंग का डिफरेंसेस था, बट आई हैव ट्राइड टू कैप्चर एवरीबॉडीज वीडियो फॉर सम टाइम और द अदर, चाहे छोटा हो बड़ा हो, लेकिन मैंने कोशिश की सबका ड्राइंग, फोटोग्राफ या फिर वीडियो शामिल करने की. कौन कौन है, नाम बताइए एक बार दोबारा.
So we have Trisha, Sanvi, Dailina, Inzila, Rashika, Himanshu, Manisha.
थैंक यू सो मच एवरीबॉडी. आप लोगों ने इतनी मेहनत की, और अब जब तक गाना शुरू नहीं होता है तब तक अगर आप में से कोई कुछ बोलना चाहे, कोई शेयर करना चाहे, गाना आपको कैसा लगा, गाने आप और किस तरीके के सुनते हैं, तो आप शेयर कर सकते हैं.
है पेड़ों से ढकी ये धरती उधेड़े ये जंगल हर साल नई बस्ती और हस्ती जो बैठ के घूमती कारों में क्लाइमेट चेंज पे आवाज नहीं उठाती कैसा होगा जीवन पानी नहीं होगा हर साल ये पारा 2 डिग्री बढ़ेगा जीव जंतु मरेंगे अकाल पड़ेगा दुआओं का भी असर नहीं होगा कैसे कैसे दुख दे रहे हम धरती को हर साल बड़े गर्मी और सर्दी जो सर्दी में टायर जला के तुम हाथ से को उस काले धुएं से धरती भी रोती हो अभी हुई आपदा से परिचित तुम दुनिया बनी पिंजरा और कैद हम पक्षी और जानवर आजादी में घुसते इंसानों ने कर दिया पूरा क्लाइमेट चेंज इस बात की हम क्योंकि परवाह नहीं बिना पेड़ों के बसती है दुनिया नहीं बस्ती को छोड़ तू भागो होगा खुशहाल रहेगी ये दुनिया भी मैं देखूं ये जंगल बिखर रहे कहीं पे आग और जीव मर रहे धरती ये बने न कभी पता जड़ पे उठा आवाज और अभी तू लड़ में
एक एक करके जाग उठे तब मुट्ठी हम बन जाएंगे चट्टानों से ताकत बांधे लहू से आग बुझाएंगे एक एक करके जाग उठे तब मुट्ठी हम बन जाएंगे चट्टानों से ताकत बांधे लहू से आग बुझाएंगे त्राही त्राही जीत रही है धरती माँ चारों ओर जिंदा दर्द तू नहीं जो डूब गया समय का डोर समय का डोर समय का डोर
क्या हो रहा नेट नहीं है बंद करके करो ऐसे नहीं करो
I would request all the participants to go on mute.
डैडी जल्दी उतरेंगे आज
Thank you, Sushant sir, and your team members Rajapili and Archit Agarwal for creating such a powerful song. I truly believe that this song will inspire others to become climate warrior and bring change into our society. We wish you a grand success for Jago or Jagao and hope to work more than in the future.
Earth Day is a day dedicated to increasing awareness about the earth, its issues and problems. On this day, more than 1 billion people now participate in Earth Day activities each year, making it the largest civic observance in India. As a result of the remarkable event, various policy agreements are approved, such as the Clear Air Act, Clean Water Act, and many others.
This Earth Day on 22nd April from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pratik along with UNICEF and UNP are jointly organized a Zoom panel discussion that brings together 5 young speakers, climate warriors from across India. These young leaders have taken impactful steps towards climate action within and beyond their communities and will share how each of us could do the same. The event is being supported by the Earth Day Network, Vuha, Design for Change India, and Pratik. Do join this session by registering in advance. The link will be added to the chat box.
The children of Nainis Mind had extended their support and joined the movement started by a 16-year-old Swedish student, Greta Thunberg, in her fight to stop climate deterioration. Inspired by Greta's school strike, the kids of Nainis Mind had designed a school strike called Climate Giri, which was held every month. The movement was designed to make their voices heard and to urge leaders to genuinely address the climate emergency with a sense of urgency and emphatically demand the government to reduce carbon emissions before it's too late.
Now began standing for their rights as well as those of their peers, especially for the last child, the unheard child, and their mother earth. We take in memory of Mr. Thomas Chandy, a child rights advocate and the founder of CEO of Save the Children in India, has come with the Just Rights Kid Award. The award recognizes the voices and efforts of children in India. We honor children who are proactively working on climate change, inclusion, the Sustainable Development Goals, and the child rights with a special emphasis on the most vulnerable children. Last year, 7 children won this award under various categories and received cash prize up to 1 lakh, which helped them to continue the marvelous work they do for the other children. For this year, enrollment, do follow our Instagram page.
Follow Pratyek on Instagram. We have set ourselves to get the prize blue tick verification mark by the end of this year. Remember to type in ePratyek to stay updated about our upcoming events, adding the links to the chat box.
Pratik convenes the Nannies campaign, which is a national advocacy initiative of for and by the children. We aim to create thousands of child earth pro-activists in footstep of Greta Thunberg and child defender of rights like Malala Yousafzai, towards which we intend to hold year long with certificate courses for young child advocates. Please download our app called e-certing rights to access the same. On completion of courses, you will receive the certificates from organizations such as UNICEF, WWF, and Women's Rights International at Nine is Mine. I will add the link or to the chat box.
The young people of Nine is Mine have actively undertaken and participated in various activities promoting child rights and earth rights at the national and international level. Nine is Mine involved 1,20,000 children in the UN My World survey, which led to the formation of what we know today as the UN Sustainable Development Goals or the Global Goals. The initiative has received a special recognition award from the UN headquarters in New York for engaging children across the country in the formulation of these new sustainable development goals. Children are trained to use varied democratic processes like the UN Universal Periodic Review (UPR) and creation of children's manifestos for state and national election, among various other initiatives.
When the world started to the tussle with unmatched challenges posed by the COVID-19, Nine's Mind took this an opportunity to, in collaboration with Adelaide Central School of Art, Austria, and UNICEF, to promote child participation by hosting a comprehensive virtual workshop in 2020. jagART, which went on for 3 months, involving young artists of class 8 from various schools spread across the continent. The objective was to draw attention to some of the environmental challenges in the world today by using art as a medium. Weeks of hard work led us to formation of 5 MP4 books based on different sustainable development goals, which we released on 10th December 2020 on World Human Rights Day.
Grand success of jagART, we had the cohort 2 wherein we use RAP, form of virtual delivery that includes uh, rhythmic, rhythmic speech and street vernacular to advocate for the social cause. Nine is Mind has a network of schools across India who are actively encouraging children's parliaments and child participation. It has created a national platform to gather the voices of children on four given themes: climate change, COVID 19, ending violence against children, EVAC, and child participation. This further culminated into an official rap song based on the same.
We believe that this rap song will be firstly given new ideas or a point of view by adding the valuable experience through music. Secondly, draw attention to some of the social challenges in the world today. Lastly, draw empathy and curiosity at the heart of global citizenship.
The virtual event, which began with a series of 10 sessions starting from 8th of February, aimed at giving children a platform to rethink, reevaluate, and rebuild a strong vocal community by providing them an opportunity to interact with various experts from different fields.
At 90s Mind, we believe in children's participation and try to provide podium where they can expand their wings. Through different activities, we ensure the development of flexible learning environments and learning mediums so that can accommodate their different creative and imagination. This, we believe, prepares young proactivates for the Earth community and reinforces the valuable these goals into their classrooms.
A reminder to all the participants to change your name according to your groups. That is EVAC, COVID-19, child participation, and climate change. For example, CC, Varsha, CGM, Delhi. I will add this sample to the chat. Do have a look and change your name accordingly.
Let us comment jagART2 by introducing our first expert for the today on child participation, Siddhi Ghiwala. She has a master's in social work in mental health and currently runs a startup called Unbound, building standpoints from unlearning to relearning. It is a platform created for everyone who wishes to explore and rethink the image of self, other, and life. We welcome you, Siddhi, to the event. To unmute yourself and share a few words with our participants.
Thank you very much, Himanshu. That was Himanshu, right? All right. Welcome everybody, and thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. And again, thank you very much for bringing me in this particular platform. It really means a lot to me, as I've been working in this field for about 5 to 6 years now, and have worked with adolescents, young people for over last 5 6 years in the in different areas of life, starting from sexual and reproductive health of adolescent children, on child rights, as I was I was a big part of Pratik for about 3.5 years, and I've worked with a lot of young people, a lot of adults who work with young people, and a very very big learning for me throughout these last 5 6 years of experience has been with regards to child participation or giving a voice to children has been extremely interesting for me. At the same time, working with children and young people has always been a learning experience for myself. I always believe that I go through a lot of unlearning process every time I engage with children. Every time I talk to children or young people, there is something that they they give me a reality check for. There is literally something that they come up and give me a realization that yes, it's been a couple of years that I'm working with young people, but yet there are so many things that I might also not do in a participative manner. So I believe, and I'm a strong believer of this thing, that each and every person has a voice. Each and every person has their brains that they can use, irrespective of their age. The only and only important thing that we need to do with them is to listen to them. Sometimes it is extremely important to leave our hats of being an adult outside of the room while we try and engage with children, or while we try and engage with anybody else apart from us. It is important to leave our power outside the room. Only then sometimes you will end up learning certain things that you might not have experienced before this. So, with regards to my experience with working with these children to make this particular rap, has been really enriching. After I left Pratyek in 2019, mid 20ish, I have been working with a lot of adults on mental health themes and so on and so forth. And so I hardly really get an opportunity to directly work with children these days. And that particular session was an extremely enriching session. Not only I hope it was for the young people, but it was definitely an experience for me. Uh, and the only one thing that I've kept in mind always while working with children is learn to talk in their language. Try to get into their shoes and learn the language that the young people would understand. Get down to their uh, sorry for the word get down, but get to their pace, which is very very important. And that is not coming down in the hierarchy really, but it is trying to actually understand what do they go through rather than just rather than just making meanings for yourself that just because I'm an adult, I would know much more than what the child would know. Because sometimes one thing that really helps me is putting myself into the place of the young people and seeing what happens if I would be going through this particular situation. Uh, the sad part about our country is basically that yes, a lot of people who are working on child participation uh, knows the theoretical understanding of what is wrong, but it is very very difficult to actually have alternatives about what exactly are the right mediums to work on child participation. I believe one very, very core thing that is important, even if we do not know or even if we do not have alternatives, one extremely important thing that we need to understand while working with children or while engaging or even interacting with children is just remember to respect. Just remember that your language needs to be respectful, and I think that is important, and that is the most important thing if you tend to if you wish to work with children or if you wish to engage with children in any forms. And maybe that is the only thing that we as adults need to keep in mind while engaging with children. A lot of times it is also important for children, as we also have a lot of children right now in this forum, and I would also want to I would also want to tell them and inform them that it is very very important to yes be aware of your rights. You do have rights and you have to, it is extremely important to utilize each and every right that you have, but there is a very very thin line between understanding what are your needs and what are your wants. A lot of times the struggle that we have gone through or the struggle that I have gone through as a facilitator in working with adult facilitators who work with young people has been that everybody would end up saying कि हाँ मैडम इनको चाइल्ड राइट्स तो सिखा देंगे, कल उठ के हमको ये बोलेंगे कि अरे तुम हमारे राइट्स को राइट्स का बहिष्कार करो या हमको हमारे राइट्स नहीं दे रहे हो. Which is an extremely important thing to understand again, that a lot of times the adult would not want to leave out their power position, and that is the reason they are saying that. But at the same time, it is also important for the young people to understand everything that you are asking, is it really a right? Just giving you an example of yes, I do have a right to entertainment, but when I say I have right to entertainment, it doesn't mean that I'm going to give up on my education. I'm going to give up on my schools or studies or my homework, and I will end up entertaining myself 24/7. So it's and for adults, it's
Thank you so much, Dee. The time
yeah.
is over now.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddhi, for being with us here today. Child participation is one of the core principles of Convention on the Rights of the Child, CRC, which asserts that children and young people have the right to freely express their views and that there is an obligation to listen children's views to the facilitate their participation in all matters affecting them within their families, schools, local communities, public services, institutions, government policies, and judicial procedures. Without further ado, let us now watch our first rap song by Group 1 titled Jhoot Ka Daldal Hai. The link for this video will be added to the chat box. Do like, share, and comment. Remember, the rap song with the most likes will be awarded to the Choice of the People award. The deadline is open.
I would personally like to thank each school and its student for their untrying participation throughout the event. Mavendra Dutt from Delhi Public School, Aparna Raj from St. Paul's Academy.
टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास.
Himanshu, you are on mute. I would request you to mention all the names again.
I would personally like to thank each school and each student for their untrying participation through the event. Mavendra Dutt from Delhi Public School, Aparna Raj from St. Paul's Academy, Harsha Talankar from Smile Yusuf, Manya Gwal from St. Anandram Jaipuria School, Yash Tyagi from Salman Public School, Trisha Singh from Salman Public School, Bhavya Jha from St. Francis Convent College, Apajita from Kerala Public Schools, Mango.
Now I would request Jeevan to play the video.
Open sky, one more time. I'm thinking one more fight for myself. I love myself, you love yourself. You never listen, never care. I thought you'll be there. I trusted, now frustrated. Your actions, my opinion. You don't care, huh? Go on. As people change, I've changed. I'm right, that's my right, yeah. That's my right. I'm important, please listen just once. I'll be thankful, but no respect. Cause you don't care, you never did, huh? I trusted, now frustrated. Your actions, my opinion. You don't care, huh? Thanks.
अब पूछते हो हमसे हमें फर्क क्या पता जब तुम्हें पहले ही पता हम बच्चे भी इंसान हैं कमजोर नहीं लाचार नहीं जितना तुम खुद सोचते उतने बेवकूफ नहीं कि कुछ भी समझने की हमारे में क्षमता नहीं हम छोटे छोटे गेम में बना देते कच्ची गोटी हाँ कच्ची गोटी क्यों हर बार सुनना पड़ता कि हम बच्चे अभी छोटे हैं
करने का हक नहीं वो है सही उनकी बातें सुनी नहीं आओ
थोड़ा हमें भी पता what is right or wrong सोचो व्यूज करो साइड ये तो होते कौन ये तो छोटे बहुत हाँ सो के बहुत अब जागो नीचे इट्स ओके नो हाँ थोड़े बहुत विचार हमारे सवाल हमारे न प्रकाश डाले क्यों ऊपर डाले ये डायरी जाने बातें ढूंढे जो ना पता ये प्रिवेसी बस इनकी चीज हाँ पूछो सवाल तो मिलती चीज पर करते ना कभी गिरती से इन्हें लगता जैसे हम इनकी चीज ये कच्ची गोटी दाव
झूठ का दलदल है। Knock, knock, I have a question. जब किया ब्लॉक मत दे और टेंशन दिमाग है लॉक, कोई दे दो solution. Solution, दे दो solution. मुझे हक है तुम्हें इतने सवाल क्यों? My life, my choice, my life, my choice, my life, my choice, my life. I have some private space, so stop following me everywhere. I can look after my case. No, you can tell me what to do. You can tell me what to do.
That video perfectly captures the importance of children being able to voice their opinion. Don't you think, Himanshu?
Yes, it truly does. Opinions of children matter, even the last vulnerable child.
We also have Amit, us our jury member, Gavin. He has been active on the music circuit for more than 2 decades. After being awarded Bass Player of the Year at the Jack Daniel National Rock Award in 2008, he went to the perform with various artists like Jassim, Hardeep Kaur, Iswananda Kirkire, etc. At concert in the India and abroad. So, currently, he actively performs with Desi Root and the limited experiences and runs a music school under the name Your Academy of Music in the Gurgaon. We welcome Gavin to give us young artists some reflection of their song.
You want me to talk about just this particular song that went by? So yeah, obviously there's a lot of work that's gone into it, and I've worked very closely with a lot of rap artists, hip hop artists in the recent past, and yeah, I'm breaking. Oh, okay. So I thought it was really good performance. I like the video. I like the concept behind it. I think from the last time that I heard a version of the song to now, something has been done, obviously, on the production, which has gotten slightly better than what it was, or maybe I heard it wrong last time. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's great that. Uh, Kids are being encouraged to come forth, and there's a platform where they can engage in the way they are and get a chance to display their talent, and yeah, uh, that's all I can say for now.
Thank you, Gavin, for those insightful words. Just a reminder, please download our Android app called e-Certing Rights. We have certificates courses on COVID-19, climate change, and UN Sustainable Development Goals. On completion of these courses, you will receive certificates from worldly recognized organizations such as UNICEF, WWF, Environment Rights International, and Man is Mine. I will add the link to the chat box.
Now let me introduce you to Smriti, who beautifully mentored our participants on ending violence against children. Smriti is a development professional and teacher who constantly tries to combine theory and practice. She is currently working on her PhD, which attempts to read intersection of law, child rights, and mental health. She enjoys working with children and wants to contribute in amplifying the voice of young advocates. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. So I would like to thank Steve Rocha and Pratyek for inviting me to be the expert on EVAC. and I've always enjoyed working with children, and it was really helpful to interact with them with an issue that I've been working on since my post graduation days, since the last 7 years. So this was surprisingly, this actually was my first session with children where I am talking about the magnitude of the problem and the magnitude of violence that occurs in various groups of children, and be it in conflict ridden places, be it very simple invisible work that children do in terms of peacekeeping between two adults in the household. So this it was I mean, I learned a lot from working with children. The way that I had planned the session was that we would start with some amount of what are the forms of violence, in what way do we go through a violence, and how children's work is continuously invisibilized, and then move towards what kind of laws and what kind of articles are there that protect children's rights. As work with children usually goes, there was a step up while we were going through, where we started discussing how children are feeling when they learn, when they're introduced or when they're given the language to recognize the various forms of violence that they undergo, that the children themselves and who were part of the session and other children around the world. So I believe that that was something that was extremely enriching for me, and I would really thank Pratyek for providing me with that opportunity to have a conversation with children in terms of what kind of what it does to children when they hear about the humiliation, the humiliation, the absolute loss of dignity, of rights. And Siddhi just spoke about rights of participation. So what it absolutely does to children when decisions are taken without particularly consulting them. Pratik does amazing work in including voices of children in all issues that affect them, which is everything that's happening in the world. And so I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and I really hope that all of you looking at the video can see the kind of thinking, the kind of churning that has gone into the children when they start thinking of violence or when they start knowing about violence. Thank you.
Thank you, Smriti, for your constant guidance.
Our next rap song titled Gumra displayed that violence against children threatens not only children's survival and health, but also their emotional well-being and future prospects. Violence against children is widespread and pervasive and remains a harsh reality of millions of children in India. Over half of the world's children have experienced severe violence, and 64% of these are in South Asia. All children have the right to be protected from violence, exploitation, and abuse. Yet, millions of children worldwide from all socio-economic backgrounds across all ages, religion, cultures suffer violence, exploitation, and abuse every day. The link for this video will be added to the chat box. Do like and share and comment. Remember, the rap song with the most like will be awarded the Choice of the People Award. The deadline is still open.
Before the video plays, I would like to give a big round of applause to our young artists and their schools. Avishkar Mayal from Sheikh Anandram Jaipuria School, Harmanpreet Singh from Delhi Public School, Harshya Prashar from St. Paul's Academy, Anya Dikshit from St. Anandram Jaipuria School, Kanika from St. Anandram Jaipuria School, Shreya Sahu from St. Francis Convent Inter College, Anya Shukla from St. Francis Convent Inter College, Akshita Verma from Queen's School.
Ma'am, Aisha Fatima. बच्चों की हो बात तो फिर सब देते साथ, पर फिर भी हालात ऐसे हो रहे हैं। हाँ, वो सोचते कि इससे बढ़िया तो होते अनाथ, क्योंकि घर पे कलेश ऐसे हो रहे हैं। कहाँ कहाँ वो मारते, हाथ उठाओ वास तो देते मार। हवस के हैं ये शिकार, बच्चों से ना करते प्यार। सारे खड़े चुप बनकर तुझ कोई ना करता कुछ, और करती ना ये कुछ सरकार। बर्बाद हो गए बच्चे, काम के ये आदी हैं, और पढ़ना भी चाहे पर ना ही कोई आजादी है। बच्चों के हाथ में बंदूकें पकड़ा दी हैं, जिन्होंने पकड़ाई असली अपराधी वही हैं। बोले काम करो आज तो ही अच्छा कल होगा, बच्चा पढ़ेगा नहीं तो कैसे ही सफल होगा। स्कूल का स्ट्रेस और इतना ज्यादा होमवर्क, ये सब हटा दो तो इनका सपना भी सफल होगा। होगा 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 एक दिन तुझे मान, हाँ काम करे रोज वो नन्ही सी जान। हाँ उठा ले आवाज, बन जा तू इंसान। हाँ उठाओ तुम आवाज, बन जाओ इंसान। हाँ इन चप्पलों में आजकल उड़ाएगा विमान। हाँ उठाओ तुम आवाज, बन जाओ इंसान। हाँ पढ़ेगा आज तो कल होगा बड़ा नाम। हाँ उठाओ तुम आवाज, बन जाओ इंसान। हाँ
देश को समझाना है, ये वायलेंस मिटाना है, सच्चे नागरिक की तरह अवेयरनेस फैलाना है। बच्चों को बचाना है, उन्हें पढ़ाना है, देश का एक अच्छा भविष्य बनाना है।
लेटे पंख पंछी जैसे फिर भी मैं ना उड़ सका, दर्द की इन बेड़ियों में मैं फंस के रह गया। जो समय पढ़ाई का वो काम में निकल गया, पढ़ाई की तो बात छोड़ मैं खेल भी ना सका। मेरी दास्ता का विलन समाज बन गया, अपनी हाथ की लकीरें ना तो मैं बदल सका, पर अपनी इसकी को आवाज बनाना है। आजादी से जीने का हक हमें पाना है।
Lost in your world, just pause to think. Just take out time as much you need to blame it, and soon you'll realize and your heart will sink and your brain will be painted with sympathetic ink. So just think of those innocent victims who are suffering from child abuse. Just think, do you have any clues, or you're just lost in your own shady blues? Bullied, assaulted and badly misused, their future just seem to be diffused, and some people just seem to be amused. I don't know from which metal their heart is produced. Just see the tears in the eyes of a kid who's mud but just can't forbid. His palms are dressed in the bitter cuts which are given by the bricks in palaces and hurts. Yes, it hurts when you see such a child who's employed by some man in white. Yes, against such man, complaint should be filed. Complaint should be filed. But what's our part is to raise our voices, to enable the world to hear those innocent noises. Prove your product of human good by saving someone's adorable childhood.
इतना कुछ सह रही वो इतनी सी जान है, हाथों में किताब उससे पहले आया काम है। घबराती वो समाज से कुछ न कहती, अपने यहाँ पे से मजबूरियों के बोझ से यहाँ दब जाती आवाज है। सकते हैं बस एक बाकी सब एक विडम्बना विशाल उससे बड़ा उसका सपना उन आंखों में परेशानियां अनेक हैं। हर एक परेशानी के लिए करते खेद हैं एक दूसरे में, आज भी फिर करते क्यों ये भेद हैं, करते क्यों ये भेद हैं, ये भेदभाव साम्राज्य एक हाथ साथ साथ कैसे क्या बताएं कितने गहरे अपने हैं। एक किस बात की ये जात पात साम्राज्य हाथ में और भेदभाव सोच है। अपनी जिंदगी पे हक सबका ना कोई कहीं से बोझ है।
Thoughts inside me blustering.
अपनी जिंदगी पे हक है, अपना आजादी की चाहते हैं। ऊंच नीच के हिसाब में इल्जाम ये लगा जाते हैं। आती अब तो आते हैं, ना बची शराफतें जो सामने, न बोल पीठ पीछे करते बातें हैं। वैसे क्या कहूँ क्या ही बचाए, समाज में घबराती है ये धड़कनें और थम रही ये सांसें। दिल है कहता कल से बेहतर हो जो अपने पास आज एक अच्छी जिंदगानी की कर रहे तलाश है।
नन्हे फूलों से दमकती वो बगिया अब वीरान हो चुकी है। अब कहाँ विश्व की किलकारी वो मासूमियत अदाकारी। गुमराह हर तरफ खौफ का साया है, न जाने कौन सा दौर आया है। वरना न जाने कब बड़ा हो गया, दुनिया की चकाचौंध अपराधी हो गया अरे इंसान न जाने ये विकृति तुझ में कहाँ से आई। वो बचपन की किलकारी वो मासूमियत को रौंदने की शिक्षा तूने कहाँ से पाई। विकास की दौड़ में आधुनिकता के होड़ में विभत्स मानसिकता को छी रहा है तू। ये कौन सा मीठा जहर है जिसे हमने समझ के पी रहा है तू गुमराह गुमराह
Hey Himanshu, want those lyrics and videos just inspiring? I hope it inspire everyone to spread awareness in the nation. Remove this lurking injustice against children that shows its ugly face in every corner of the world.
Children now are the leader of tomorrow. We must secure our future. Our next jury member, Dilip Ramachandra, wear multiple creative heads. He has a drummer, creative strategist, aspiring stand-up comic, indie, music pioneer, and content producer, concept promoter, performing artist, and a brand experience strategist, crafting experience that have over the year gathered many industry awards like Effie's, Promax, and Wow. He is passionate about music and finds great joy in hearing and discovering new talent across genres. Thank you, Dilip sir, for your constant support.
Just a
Thank you.
reminder.
Sorry, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Just a reminder, do follow our Pratyek page on Instagram. We have set ourselves to get prize blue tick verification mark by the end of this year. Remember to type in Pratyek to stay updated about our upcoming event. I will add the link in the chat box.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me as part of the jury. I hope I'm audible. You can hear me, right? If you can just do that. Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
I can say for myself and for all the jury members who had the pleasure of hearing all the tracks and going through it that, it was very difficult for us to actually choose which one was best because all the music and all the effort and all the singing and all the songwriting was excellent. As a musician, we and I've played with Gavin and Rohan. We've been in the music scene for a very long time, and it was a great pleasure to see that the storytelling, the flow, the expression, and the passion that came very clearly with all the songs was just fantastic. It was very high quality, so brilliant for all the effort that was put in. What we really liked was the fact that very complex emotions were very well handled by everybody in the song, especially the one that was just played. These are emotions and these are topics which are very sensitive, and it was very very well put together. बहुत बढ़िया काम. The teams that worked on it. I think we have future stars over here. So one of the advices that I will give is for all you kids to dream big, and achieve what you all have been putting together. Another thing that really impressed me was, with hip hop and with rap, vocal delivery is very, very important. How you say the words, how you put the rhymes together, how the flow happens and how you break down concepts in the song and you put all of them together, and how do you increasingly create interest for the listener to hear. And I think that was done beautifully. It was just amazing to see that much effort put in together. And as Gavin said, I think the music has been further worked on from the last time that we heard. It's sounding much more sharper and nicer. And I must also congratulate the music production team and the visual teams who have put together things. So overall, I'm very impressed. All of us who heard the songs are very impressed. I think it's a great job that Nine is Mine is doing, and everybody is involved with the endeavor. Carry on, and I'm very, very proud to be involved in this endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dilip sir. Let me now introduce Lakshya Sharma, our expert on climate change. He is currently work as a coordinator for Fridays for Future Delhi and has been helping organize climate strike for past 1 year in Delhi. At present, he along with his team are working towards public policy and change pertaining in Delhi by climate advocacy and research on the pressing issues of today. We welcome you, Lakshay, to the event.
So I'm sorry to interrupt here, but because of some emergency, Laksh couldn't join us. So we can go ahead and continue, Himanshu.
Our next song by Group 3 named Earth is Dying addresses the issue of the risen Earth temperature. Glaciers are shrinking, the sea level is rising, weather has come more extreme, both hot and cold as has rainfall and drought in different parts of the world. Scientists are clear that we are responsible for this change. The rise in greenhouse gases, mostly from our use of fossil fuels and from deforestation, had led to change we are seeing. This isn't natural, we did this. The link for this video will be added to the chat box. Do like, share, and comment. Remember, the rap song will be the most like will be awarded to the choice people of awarded. The deadline is still open.
But before that, I would personally like to thank each school and its student for their unfailing participation throughout the event. Rashid Tabdia from Queen's High School, um, Mridula Maske from Queen's High School, Ihena Das from St. Joseph Convent High School, Astha Ganesh Rao Mundlekar from Queen's High School, Jagannath Jayani from Good Shepherd Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Swara Kulkarni from Dr. Kalmaddin Shamrao High School, Dishita Marathe from Dr. Kalmaddin Shamrao High School, Archita Nayak from Dr. Kalmadi Shamrao High School.
Earth is dying. She's just trying to survive. Stopped in the night. Why is our love drenched from her life? Yeah. Wanna be a sinner for a mother's death. Make her break down with her every breath. What's the point in crying after she gonna be dead? Don't you realize? Don't you realize? Do you just wanna be a burden on the head? Do you think you're too cool cause you just don't care? Do you think your existence is even fair? Want the future to be our grave? She's not our slave. It's more sadder than having more plastic than efficiency. Essence cruelly dark, the sins of you and me. It's more sadder, we're stuck in our lives, our cries are bleeding through our knives. Made thousands go extinct, and we criminal of all times. Criminal of all crimes, yeah.
था एक समय जब थी शुद्ध हवा, पेड़ पौधे सुकून से लहराते थे। यहाँ आकाश में पंछी उड़ते थे सब साथ मिलकर, न रखते थे धुएं के बादल सूरज चाचू को ढककर। धरती पर अब हो रहा बहुत ज्यादा क्लाइमेटिक चेंज, एनवायरमेंट का डिस्ट्रक्शन अब जा रहा है आउट ऑफ रेंज। ये गाड़ियों से निकला धुआं कर रहा है दूषित हवा, इसके धुएं के कारण पेड़ पौधे मरते यहाँ। जो देते हैं ऑक्सीजन वही हो रहे हैं कम, इसी ऑक्सीजन की कमी से लोग तोड़ रहे हैं दम। इसी हानि के जिम्मेदार है सिर्फ और सिर्फ हम, यही तो रीजन है कि हर जगह है गम। बहने वाली नदियाँ सूखी है पड़ी, फिर भी चुपचाप कुछ न करे पब्लिक है खड़ी। पवित्र नदी को कर दिया है हमने अपवित्र, हमारे कुकर्मों ने बदला निसर्ग का चित्र। बचाओ प्रकृति को इस हो रहे विनाश से, जितने पेड़ काटे हैं उससे ज्यादा लगाओ आज से। चलो पानी बचाकर भविष्य हम बचाए, इस धरती माँ को पहले जैसा सुंदर।
All I'm asking you is to speak up. Speak for the better and speak for the lesser. All these GST, CFC, CO2, all you're doing is destroying our road too. You're changing the weather, hot or cold like a heater. So speak up for change and speak up for the better. Today's happiness may cost tomorrow's nice, so stop now and lessen the future's price. Climate change is really bad, see the future's really sad. Calamities that we've had was a problem that's a fact. They keep on protesting, detesting, relaxing, so the next generation will keep on suffering.
Wake up everyone, the climate's changing. As we see the up and the sea is expanding. A few years from now, coastal cities will be drowned, animals going extinct. How does that sound, huh? Not good, I agree. We're destroying this planet. We need to limit pollution or even ban it. We need to start acting before it's too late. It's all up to us, we control the earth's fate. All I see is people going about their lives. Wake up everyone, our planet's crying. So now I have to ask you, how do you feel? What do we do to make this seem real? Cause it seems to me that nobody understands the scale of this problem, the destruction of this land. Our government is caring only about the capital, clearing forests in the name of development. Enough is enough, we need to stop now. Even though we know the solution, we're ignoring it like wow. Stop burning fossil fuels, use cleaner energy. We've been breaking CO2 records in this century. If you want a healthy life for your kids and don't want them to have to pay for what you did, start today, make some changes and act wiser. Let this be a gift to Mother Earth. Let's rise up.
Through a million storms, we will stand the ground. We will not lose hope. Save Mother Earth from our own demons' curse. We will heal your scars, Mother won't let you go. We'll survive, won't let your heaven die, won't let you fade away, won't let you break down. We will wipe the darkness in your eyes, won't let you demonstrate the light from your life. You're our life. Our earth is done. She's just trying to survive. Stopped in mind. What I left right from her life, yeah.
Wasn't that so wonderful? Song surely is a beautiful medium of expression. We hope to nurture. Thousand is not 100,000 Greta and Malalas for the earth. And we believe that you are one.
Now let us welcome our next jury member to the platform, Roshan Srivasan. Rohan Srivasan. Rohan has been working in the music industry for 16 years, managing live bands of the country like Parikrama, Silk Road, Hari Shukmani, Stitvam, Farid Kot. He has also worked with well-known celebrities like Ishan Nurani, Saif Ali Khan, Farhan Akhtar, Vishal Tadlani, Shilpa Rao, Preetham, and Vipin Patwa. Rohan, do you say a few words to our young participants about their rap song "Our Earth is Dying"?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hi, great. Well, to talk about the song, this during the whole jury process, this song was very close to my heart because of a simple reason of all the good lyrics and the way it has been put together. I was really taken aback because of the fact that this song was actually written by 13, 14-year olds, and it's really heartwarming that our kids today have such a lot of information to give out and such meaningful information which is coming from all these children. That is what is very heartwarming. As coming from the industry, yes, I have worked with a lot of people, and I've was really overwhelmed with the effort that they have put in to get this song together. All I'll say is hats off, kudos to all the hard work which has been put into it. Work harder, like Dilip said. We have a lot of new stars coming in the future. Just keep at it, and you'll do great. Hats off to Pratik and Nine is Mine. Always had great intentions and getting children the right platform and to actually speak in the right manner. That's all I would like to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rohan, for being with us here today.
Now let us move on to our next category, COVID-19. We welcome our next expert on the stage, Ambrish Rai. He is the national convener of Right to Education Forum, a collective platform of education networks, teachers, organizations, and prominent educationists working towards building a people's movement to achieve the goal of equitable and quality education for all children through the realization of the Right to Education Act 2009. He is one of the champions from India under Gunkai Network, Malala Fund's key initiative to support education in developing countries. He is also focal person in India for global consortium on privatization in education and human rights.
Before we move on, let me introduce our next song rap titled by Hey Corona, which showcases how COVID-19 has unimaginably destroyed our plans in 2020, yet we were able to flourish beautifully. The link for this video will be added to the chat box. Do like, share, and comment. Remember, the rap song with the most like will be the awarded the choice of the people award. The deadline is still open. Before the video plays, I would like to give a big round of applause to our young artists and their schools. Simriti Shashikumar from Good Shepherd Muscular High Secondary School, Cinderella Dabrama from the Agartala International School, Bipasha Satyapati from Kerala Public School, Taufik Badsha Sheikh from Jaffrey English School, Mumbai, Palak Srivastav from MH Sri Gattu Vidyalaya, Yogita from St. Joseph Convent High School, Areen Jannugade from Dr. Kalmadi Shamrao High School, Vartika Bhushan from St. Joseph Convent High School, Arju Sharma from Vedhara Global School.
With your thumb into stars, struck a fear in every heart. But even this bad thing did wonders too. Stayed at home and healed the earth, mending bonds we felt its worth. Gave us the strength to build the future we look to.
वो साल था अजीब सा, मन में भय और कोई ना करीब था, क्योंकि आई महामारी न जाने कितनों को मारी। आदमी से आदमी का रिश्ता भी दूर था, विनाश का समय ये लगे अंतहीन सांस, सारी दुनिया पर गई ठप, सोच में से सब बीमारी खत्म होगी कब। आना जाना कैसा बहाना, ना थी कोई मंजिल ना कोई ठिकाना, मंदिरों में ताले लगे सड़क सुनसान थी। आदमी तो आदमी, देवता से भी मिलना नागवार था, देवता से भी मिलना नागवार था। बेरोजगारी कंधों पर भारी, जाने बेचारी भूखे मजदूर, घर गए टूट, सबकी आस गई छूट। हर हर जगह एक ही हाहाकार था, कोरोना से सबका बुरा हाल था। लेकिन आया नया साल ये, लेके नए आस ये, डॉक्टर आए सामने बन के भगवान ये, अपनी सूझबूझ से दिया जीवन दान ये, दिया जीवन दान ये। वैक्सीन ने दी नई उम्मीद सी, अब जिएंगे ना मरेंगे हम लड़ेंगे, सबों के साथ भी थी सीख, सबों के साथ भी थी सीख। हम गिरे हम उठे, हम चले हम बड़े।
2019 was start of COVID-19. The world was engaged to say it's quarantine. But I want to say this to the world. I want to say it like it means the world. जब बढ़ना चाहो तो हर रास्ते में बाधे हैं, अगर ये फूल है तो फूलों के साथ कांटे हैं। कुछ लोग रोते हैं और कुछ सिर्फ सोते हैं, पर चलना हमारा काम है तो हम नहीं रुकते हैं। हर आंसू के बाद, हर अंधेरे के बाद वो दिन भी ढल जाएगा जो हमारे ना साथ। And this year will be a new year when we will take over our fear. Like the tide we will rise to never subside. If hope is inside, let's make it a tide that flies till it shines like the stars that don't hide.
साल 2020 एक ऐसा समय लाया जिसने हम सभी का पारा है चढ़ाया। इस कोरोना ने हमें बहुत है रुलाया, पर इसके साथ बहुत कुछ है सिखाया। गिर के उठना है, संभलना है, बढ़ना है, चलना है, जीना है तो ये जंग भी लड़ना है। हाथ न मिलाओ, नमस्ते करना है, दो हाथों की दूरी रखने, सैनिटाइज करना है। माना ये संकट है भारी और फिर ये खामोश दुनियादारी, पर हमने भी नापी है ये दुनिया सारी। सुन करो ना, अपने पैतरे तो तूने आजमा लिए, पर अब बारी हमारी है। ऐसी बाजी फेंकेंगे कि जीत लेंगे ये जंग भी, क्योंकि लड़ने की खुमारी ही हमारी सबसे बड़ी बीमारी है।
COVID-19 and climate change not a big deal for the human race, cause we together can wipe it out. So put on your mask, cause we got some task. So still fighter with armors on, and all together we can win it, so come on. COVID-19 has changed our life, but we won't hold it back and fight forever. Can't cough, can't sneeze, can't have fever. We all thought it would end by December, the year went past. We all felt lost, but don't lose hope. One day or ever, it won't last forever. Let's all stay strong, let's all stay
Coronavirus is the
strong.
world's disease, hide in your homes.
The world needs a year that's filled with laughter and fun, unlike 2020 where the COVID-19 has begun. All of us know that the COVID is the boss, causing lots and lots of damage and financial loss. I don't know what to say, but this year is very bad. Sitting in my home for 3 months makes me mad.
हे करोना, हे करोना, जरा हमसे तुम दूर रहो ना।
The vaccine has come and get some. Don't worry, but I'm sure that nobody will succumb.
हे करोना, हे करोना, जरा हमसे तुम दूर रहो ना।
The virus is here and it will keep on causing fear. No one will be near, down in the front, not in the rear. Hold on to your career, Corona's not sincere. It's totally sinister.
सदा के दूर भगाएंगे, भीड़ में बना के दूरी सबको बचाएंगे। हे करोना, जरा हमसे तुम दूर रहो ना। तुमने क्या सोचा तुम राज करोगे, जंजीरों में तेरी जकड़े ना रहेंगे। सारी दुनिया में छाया तेरा ही बवाल है, डॉक्टर ने दिखाया लेकिन अपना ही कमाल है। चार दीवारी छोड़ बाहर निकल जाएंगे, तेरी परछाई को भी पीछे छोड़ जाएंगे।
Let us keep in mind all our brave healthcare workers who have fought for our safety during this pandemic. Let us work together and not let fear take over.
We also welcome on the stage our jury member Anurag. He is a Delhi-based musician and he is the co-founder of and CEO Manjil Mystic, a music non-profit and choir and that performs songs inspired the poetry of Kabir. He has masters in social work and a marketing and sale degree from the US. Thus far, Manjil Mystic has performed in over 1,000 performances in 100 schools, 20 colleges, and 300 organizations. He has more than 10 years of experience in development, music, and education as social worker and is an alumnus of 6 national and 3 international fellowship and incubation program. Anurag, do unmute yourself and say a few words to our young artist.
Thank you so much, Himanshu, for this. I was like thoroughly enjoying each and every performance songs. I was fortunate enough to listen to it beforehand. I really want to congratulate each and every child for singing such beautiful songs. I remember when I was a kid, I studied in a government school in Delhi, and I started my career with hip hop music. And listening to hip hop music was something मैं अपने पुराने दिनों को याद कर रहा था. So and I could feel the joy in the voices of every child. And for me, every child just did an amazing job. And मुझे पर्सनली लगता है कि कि आप लोगों को यहाँ पर बंद नहीं करना चाहिए. आप लोगों को और ऐसे गाने बनाने चाहिए और हर साल इस तरीके के इवेंट हम लोगों को ऑर्गेनाइज करने चाहिए with such amazing songs. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Anurag, for being here and enlightening us with those words. I know we all have been waiting for our special guest. Let us welcome Mr. Babu Habi, award winning vocal artist and music producer. Babu Habi is known as the missing link between indie and mainstream music. He range includes various genres and collaboration with some of the most iconic artists of the country. Man behind Bollywood hits like Urda Punjab, Man Marziya, Phantom, Khamoshi, and many more. Billion plus stream and numerous hits later, Harvey is a live performer for every occasion. The Babu Harvey experience fuses traditional Indian music and repackages it for the 21st century, bringing together Sufi, folk, and classical music and blending it with a modern electronic tone. The BHE deceptively takes you on a fairy tale journey that captivates your attention and makes you swim in the ocean of time. Sir, do unmute yourself and enlighten our young aspiring artist.
Uh, Again, sorry to interrupt Himanshu. So, sir will be joining in like another 10 to 15 minutes. So until then, I would request you to invite Rohan sir and ask him to make the announcement for the People's Choice Award. Thank you.
Hi,
Farzana.
I just got the Bama news that Harvey is not joining us. Uh, his mother's actually got COVID and he's running around getting some oxygen supplies for her. We should all pray for her that she feels hearty and healthy soon. As for the People's Choice Award, I don't think much. People have been following all the videos on the page, and it's very clear that the people have really loved Our Earth is Dying. So the People's Choice Award actually goes out to The Earth is Not Dying, the climate change song. I hope I got that right.
Yes, Rohan. Yes.
Anything else from me, Himanshu? Please let me know.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you,
like
sir. Thank you.
you were supposed to have the drum roll and everything. So, I would ask everyone to do the drum rolls, and then you will have to make the announcement one more time. Let the
No
children
worries, no worries.
get excited about it.
So on that end, the People's Choice Award goes to Our Earth is Dying, the climate change song.
Congratulations to the winning team and thank you, Rohan, for the announcement. And now moving on our next category, let me invite Babu Habi to announce our winner. Do wait for our drum roll.
I would like to say something.
Sir, are you there?
Rohan just now mentioned that Sir can't be there. So I think, Rohan, would you announce the prize, please?
So, Steve sir, and I believe our winner for the best composition of rap with a jury, with the clean
Yes,
sweep on
yes.
the
Sorry,
jury.
sorry to interrupt you, Rohan. Here, you have to share the experience. How was it? How was the meeting that day? How you all decided for the.
Well, you putting me in the spot because I was the only odd one out. Well, as
Yeah.
all our jury members got together and came up with all the compositions that we had heard, it was pretty tough. As personally for me, because I loved all the four songs. For me, all the four songs are winners. I can't choose one particular. So that was where I stood when the jury got together. And the other jury, like other jury members, were very clear on the aspect that they really liked the COVID-19 song, and they have nominated and have presented as COVID-19 to be the winner of the whole composition of the whole competition for jagART2. Heartily congratulations to all the people who were involved in making that song. Uh, I would say that the song really meant a lot to all of us because we're going through it. It's very close to us right now. We have fought it out, and we're still fighting out with the next new waves of this particular virus. And we should just pray and be strong and be safe so that we are able to fight this virus and come out stronger and as better individuals for sure. And as you children have done really, really well, I seriously put hands out and raise my hands to all of you who've put in this hard work. I think that's all I have to say now.
Yes, thank you so much, Rohan. That was the whole explanation of what happened on the selection day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for choosing the best team, and I congratulate each member of Team Four COVID-19, and I hope you all keep doing this work and keep advocating like you did. Over to you, Himanshu. Himanshu? Himanshu or Farzana, am I audible?
Yes, Dee, you are.
Yes, Dee.
Yes, you can continue.
बोल दो. Congratulations to the winning team and thank you, Babu Harvey, for the announcement. The certificates and trophies will be sent to the winners. Everyone involved in the event will receive a certificate of participation. A big thank you to all of our participants.
Now, may I request our director, Steve Rocha, to give the vote of thanks and say a few words.
Thank you, Farzana, and thank you, Himanshu, for wonderfully anchoring this evening's program. If you need to remember Pratik, then we would like to remember two words or phrases that start with C: child participation and child-led advocacy. Maybe another one would be child rights and earth rights. And it's a great day to celebrate all of that when we're celebrating Mother Earth today. Today's Earth Day, the 22nd of April. And that's why we chose to announce these four beautiful songs on this particular day. As Rohan himself expressed in his speech around how difficult it was to really judge the best song, because each of them had their own flavor and own essence and own importance and message to convey. And it's so difficult really in this world of diversity to really pinpoint what is the best. And that's the difficult job we gave our judges to. And they did express their struggle to name the best. Glad that it was difficult and that we were able to honor the beauty of each of those songs. Thanks to Padnavi Mehra, the rap artist who actually guided our young people right through the entire program, guiding them in the lyrics and the medium, the genre of rap songs. Thanks to Kunal, our budding artist and music producer, who put together these wonderful pieces of music. As the judges themselves recognized, the first product and the final product was so different. And that's thanks to Kunal, who's now serving at Pratik as an intern. Thanks, Kunal. Thanks to our panelists, Siddhi, Lakshay from Fridays for Future, Smriti, Pari, and Amrish Rai for guiding our young people and really not telling them what to do as much as drawing out from them their own wisdom and innate wisdom, really, to get these wonderful pieces of art produced. So thank you, Siddhi, Lakshay, Smriti, and Amrish once again. Even during your sessions today, you were so thoughtfully sensitive to honoring the wisdom of young people and recognizing them not as future citizens of our country and our world, but as active and proactive members of our world community today. Thanks to all the jury members. I've had the fortune of knowing each of you personally. And thank you, Gavin, Rohan, Anurag, and Dilip for giving us your time, your energy, and your skills at this particular session. It was quite a long session, but you stayed with us right to the end. And I'm aware that some of you have got commitments at home revolving around COVID and other ailments. And glad that you were able to make it and be with us throughout. So thank you once again, Gavin, Rohan, Anurag, and Dilip. Thanks to all the principals and animators of schools and teachers who really helped us build this platform and keep connecting us up with young people and artists from across the country. I'm asking all you young artists to please go back to your principals and thank them personally as a personal thanks word of gratitude from me. Because I really appreciate that in the middle of all these COVID restrictions and all these online classes that are so artificial, you've been able to stick to your guns and stick to it and come to all our platforms and produce such wonderful pieces of art. I promise that while that today the Earth song has got its recognition as with most number of likes, we will be using child participation, C19 and EVAC into other advocacy platforms, appealing to all of you artists to recognize yourselves as child-led advocates, not just artists. The mediums that you have, the gift that you have, use it to change the world. Our Mother Earth needs your wonderful gifts to really emphasize that we need to slow down. And not only us as individuals, but our families, our schools, our communities, our religions, and our countries have to slow down. And if 1 and 1 can make a million, then we have millions and billions of voices waiting to be influenced by your art, by your voices, and by your creativity. Thank you once again, Farzana and Himanshu, for all the hard work you put together in anchoring today's session. Yes, like you heard from Anurag, who really did the rags to riches story so well. We know that Farzana and Himanshu brave lots of odds to come today to anchor today's session and represent 80% of India's population that do not have access to the great English medium schools and convent trainings. But you've shown us what we have to focus on and how we need to input more and give opportunities to all young people of India and given opportunities how they will shine. Thanks, Farzana and Himanshu. Thanks also to Temsu Renla and Chaya, who've been interpreting the entire session. We always have interpreters at our sessions to ensure to endorse our belief that we must include the most excluded children. And right now we've only had Temsuranla signing it. And I was quite intrigued by Binod and Temsuranla having a private conversation among themselves throughout the session while all of us were busy listening to songs. Binod was able to connect up with the medium while Temsuranla actively engaged with him in this private sign conversation. Thanks, Chaya, also for helping us with the Hindi translations. Normally, we also offer translations in Bengali, in Kannada, and a host of other Indian languages. Thank you very much. Thanks to our staff. I'm glad that Sugandha has been able to join us. Sugandha would have been one of those who led this entire medium earlier along with the Just Right Kids Award. Glad that you could make it today. Thanks to Anmol, Varsha, Sunil, Dayakar, Jeevan, Ayush, and all of our communications teams for your hard work in putting all of this together. I know you drove a lot of the creatives, the songs, posting lots of these messages. It was lots and lots of hard work, and it was truly appreciated. We'd also like to thank Babu Habi, who is in the throes of his crisis at home. But thank you for offering to be with us today. And please send my regards, Rohan, and our best wishes at this difficult times. But most of all, we kept the best for the last, thanks to our child advocates. You are not the future of our world. You're the present of our times, and the world needs to listen to you for its own growth, for its own survival. Mother Earth has given you a voice to speak out with her, not really on her behalf, because you need to hear the voice of our mother, as well as the least unheard child of India, of the world, and use your wonderful talents to speak up on their behalf. Continue to being advocates and claim your rights, as well as particularly your right to participate. So thank you once again to all. Thank you also to our guests from abroad. I see Andres Cheska here, as well as Stefan present here from a different time zone. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you all for being present. I'm imploring of you once again to please like these songs, promote it. We would like to use the energy around these songs. The first one being the Earth song, because today's Earth Day. We want to reach the 10,000 mark on it today itself, given that's a wonderful anthem for the International Day today. So please like it, promote it in whatever way possible. Asking all the artists to share this on your social media platforms. And then when we have the occasion, we will also be promoting the child participation, COVID-19 and EVAC songs. So please stay tuned to us and ask all your friends to like and share our songs, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Thank you once again to all that made this day possible. But the last announcement is that we are continuing our session right now and jumping onto the UNICEF platform, which Ayush will share right now. Please come and join us there, where Pratik, along with the UNICEF, will be hosting a joint platform of 5 different or 6 different advocates that we've been grooming over the years, and the UNICEF has been grooming as child-led advocates for the earth. So please join us and see what you can do to save the earth. But remember, the only way forward to save the earth is to simplify our lifestyles and get our governments to endorse that, elect governments that say the earth is priority. There is no other way. So yes, go vegan, go vegetarian, go simplify your lifestyles, go walk, cycle, do whatever it takes. You cannot sit in an AC room and advocate to change the earth, save Mother Earth only by changing your lifestyles. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you, Steve. To culminate our program, we do it so with a traditional sign of peace. I invite each of you to follow the instrument as shown in the video. Kindly leave your mics off by, but you money of turn your videos if you feel comfortable. Just a reminder: a certificates and trophies will be sent to the winner every involved in the event. We will receive a certificate of participants. A big thank you to all our participants.
Overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do.
Thank you once again, everyone. Please don't forget to join us on. Please don't forget to join us on the UNICEF program, which the link to which has been given to you by Ayush.
So I
Ayush,
want,
Ayush,
yes,
please link
Ayush,
it up.
can you put the link? Yes, so I once again thank each one of you for joining today, and I will like keep updating you for our further programs. We keep on doing such things to engage young talents and young advocates. So keep in touch with me as well. And if you have friends in other schools, just make sure whenever I share a creative or any update, you can tell your friends to join us. Also, whenever you want to ask something or you want to get some details, I'm posting my number on the chat box. You can connect with me on these numbers, or else you can mail it to me on schoold@pratyek.org.in. Thank you, everyone.
Swara, I see your comment there about your little rap song not coming into the final production. I'm sure the team get in touch with Anmol. She probably will let you know what happened there. Okay. So, but thank you for participating in it. I guess the whole thing had to flow together or something may happen. So get your feedback from Anmol. But thank you once again for participating. Thanks, Stefan and Andres. Would you like to say something to the group from your perspective of Stefan? Sorry, Andres is himself a performing artist, a great singer himself. So, Andres, would you like to say something to our budding artists here? Don't miss all the guitars in the background.
Hello to Davey. Can you hear me?
Yes, Andres.
Well, I'm breathless at the moment. I saw very well all your presentation and of course the songs. They touched me, and I mean, we are living here in Vienna with my guitars in a very, I don't know, the difference between what I am living here, and I know daily, and I know India since 13, 14 years, is a very big difference. And both of us at the moment, we are in a kind of, in a lockdown. And what these young people did today and what we could hear is a very, very powerful sign from a city which is in a real, and it was before the COVID crisis, with all the pollution, with all what's happening there, because economy is leading everything, and the life quality and health quality, and what the government is doing for the people, there's a big difference. It is completely different. Every time I'm coming back to Vienna from Delhi, then I was in a, how can I say, it's hard to believe how differences are visible and livable. And these messages from these young people with these songs and art is one of the strongest, I think it's the strongest tool to put and to make it more understandable to other people what's really happening. So I really appreciate what they did. There all the messages of all songs, all the lyrics were incredible. As far as I understood, I'm learning Hindi also. And yeah, just go on. It's step by step. You must go on. And in this way, I just can give you all my, how can I say, all my heart to it and all my input. And I hope to be back soon, that I can join your work, which is powerful. Thank you.
Thank you, Andres. And you would have noticed the tablas and the Varli art in the background.
Well,
half of India is in Andres's house. And our hearts are also there with him. Andres. Stefan, would you like to come on and say a few words? We haven't heard from you for a long time.
Yeah, sure, but I will not have to contribute
Where is
that
Stefan?
nice words.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
Here I am.
Okay.
Hello.
There you are. Hi,
Um,
Stefan.
yeah, I've been listening to all of the songs now in between while not listening so much or not paying so much attention to what was going on the chat because I was late. I love them all. They're very powerful, and all of them have different but similar, like different messages, but in a way like a similar, I don't know, higher meaning or something. Very good intentions. And so I wanted also to say like or express my admiration to everyone who participated in what way, and like in all ways, whoever, whatever, everything they did. And it's pretty impressive to see all that while being in Vienna, which is different. There has been hardships as well and everything, but every time I like think of India and my time in Delhi and everything, then I often feel like that it's still unfair, like to many extents. So yeah, when I think of Delhi, when I think of all of you guys, then like with all my heart, I'm like thankful that I've met you, and all like I want to contribute slowly but surely.
Uh, Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Andres. We are aware that you're speaking from the capital of the world of music, with greats like Mozart and so on there in your Vienna. So thank you very much for appreciating our genre of music, our young budding artists. And we hope that someday they will be coming to your place to celebrate their form of music as well. And looking forward to
India has
Stefan.
much.
Yes, yes,
India's
yes.
music is much more interesting.
I get that. I get that, Stefan, and I will accept that comment for sure. But let's say that each are different and each contributed to the entire symphony of the world. So Stefan and Andres are looking forward to you being here soon enough, get your vaccines and get them explained to India. And we should be having an online jagART2, maybe to the medium of mime and other mediums that that Andres and Stefan are good at. Thanks to Andres and Stefan also for giving us the medium of circus art. And we look, our circus artists are just pawing the ground to see you back here. So thank you, everyone. Someone asked me the question about the link to the UNICEF program. I'm going to ask Ayush to give it to us again in the chat box. Please go directly to it and see you there in a while. We have 2 minutes to go there. So thank you, everyone. And thanks, Anmol, in a very big way for putting all of this together. Can we have Anmol on the mic and on the camera, please? And can all of us who are here give her a round of applause, please?
I'm already on the camera and oh my god, spotlight.
Spotlight, 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 spotlight.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you, Anmol and Barsha and Sunil for helping her, and the communications team too. Thank you, Rashi, for your clap there. I can see your hands, your clapping hands there from Queen's High School and everybody else. So let's see you at the UNICEF platform in a while. Thank you, everybody.